Well, it's official. Everything is weird in the country now. And as of yesterday, Elon Musk has officially been tapped to be head of this new department for the Trump administration called Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. The purpose of this new department is to make the government more efficient, right? Reduce spending and make it leaner, kind of like what he did with Twitter. And I find it funny that to reduce these departments, they had to make a new department to kill departments. Anyway, I kind of feel like the whole Republican Party is kind of trolling right now, which is interesting, kind of funny, but interesting. And for the record, people were commenting on previous videos I did about Elon. I am not a Republican, but I'm also not a Democrat. I'm a registered independent because I vote for policies, not parties. I'm just looking at all of this as objectively as possible because it is very interesting. We're in new times, and it is kind of weird because outside of all the political talk, what I'm more interested in is what is Elon going to do with Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, Boring Company, Twitter? Well, it's his, that's not a public anything, but what I'm curious about, because I don't know the answers to any of this, is he going to resign as CEO of Tesla? Should he? Elon was on the Joe Rogan podcast and he was asked,
how are you going to have the time to oversee all this shit?
Well, I'm pretty good at improving efficiency. I mean,
I would say so.
Yeah.
But still, this seems like a giant undertaking.
Yeah, I'll probably need to beef up security.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So all the indicators there is telling me he's not going to resign from anything, but can he or should he be a head of a department or a co-head of department? He's co-heading it with Vivek Ramaswamy. I don't even know if he's allowed to hold an executive position with a publicly traded company while he's also a co-head of a department for the next administration for the next couple years. I feel like all that stuff might be a conflict of interest, but I mean, at this point, the Republicans hold all of it. White House, Senate, Congress, like they got it all. They got the Supreme Court. Like at this point, not really much you can do about it. So again, should he resign as CEO? In my opinion, I think he does, because my biggest fear out of all this has always been he was stretching himself too thin. He wasn't allocating the right amount of attention and leadership towards Tesla. Now, to be fair, he put it in place where he has all this other executives and leaders running it, and the company has been doing well. But me personally, I just didn't like that he was allocating more time for all these other things, and then he bought Twitter and this whole thing happened, and I just felt like Tesla was being kind of pushed aside. But I mean, everything worked out, right? Stock is up, everything's up because now Elon is going to be a head honcho for the next administration. But you see, that's why I kind of got out of the stock to begin with. It's not because I don't like Elon, I don't know him. But he even said, also on Joe Rogan, that if Kamala had won the presidency, he was kind of fucked. And I don't like leaving it to chance like that. That was a 50-50 chance right there, a coin flip. Now, it went in his favor. He was betting the house and he won, but that was too risky and too volatile for my liking as an investor. And everything that he was doing over the last couple of years was having a direct effect on the Tesla stock. Too much risk for my blood, so that's why I pulled it out and I'm in index funds instead. But now, what does this mean going forward for the next couple of years? Assuming he makes it the whole term. Trump has been known to just fire his staff. I mean, he had less than half of his original staff the last time he was in office. So I don't know, but in my opinion, my humble opinion that holds no merit anymore because I'm no longer a voting member for Tesla, he should hand the reins off to somebody else. I don't know who that somebody else is. I don't really care who that somebody else is, but I don't think he should be running Tesla and SpaceX and Neuralink and Boring Company and Twitter, but he's not going to let go of Twitter. He is addicted to social media and controversy. It's going to be so weird. The whole thing is going to be really weird. But hey, not my problem. I don't really care. But as a fan of the brand of Tesla, someone who owns multiple Teslas, I think now, if there was ever a time to have a change of blood in the leadership at the head position, I think now's that time to get a new CEO in while he can go focus on making government more efficient. And if one of the scenarios is in a couple years or a couple months or whenever it might happen that Trump fires Elon for something, then he can allocate all his time towards SpaceX, which is doing objectively cool shit. I'm all about that. But I don't know what the right answer is, so I'm literally asking all of you guys, what do you think? with that, I recently launched channel memberships here. So I'm going to be working on making a new end card where I can put all the supporters in the credits as well. But for now, I want to say thank you for the 2 guys who signed up. I appreciate your support. Thank you for supporting the channel, me, the vision, or whatever the case is. So we'll get that up and going. That's going to be worked on really soon. And yeah, let's see what happens next. I mean, either way, what I can say objectively, it's going to be entertaining. I'm going to have fun watching it as an observer because everything is so much bigger than me. I mean, I was never a billionaire. I'm not going to be a billionaire. I don't think I'm going to be a billionaire. So like, this is their world and we're all just living in it. So I'm going to have some popcorn and enjoy what's happening. I'll see you guys later.